Greetings in love and kindness, family. I'm Karen Khadija Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Healthcare educator and host of the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation radio show. Every Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Community, this is your time to share your wellness stories and how you move from disease care to conscious self-health care. I want to hear your story. We want to hear from you. Join the conversation each Wednesday. Call in and share how you shift out of chronic disease care stress. Right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. This is Dr. K, and I am looking forward to our conversation. So call in and share. Health is consciousness, and healing is a function of consciousness. Come on, family. It's time to rock the world with the new frontier of conscious self-health care, while I share my wellness story with you right here on InnerLightRadio.com, the healing frequency. How you doing, fam? How was your week? Well, I'm getting ready to tell you about mine. I had to take plenty deep breaths this week. So deep it almost put me in a sleep. Take your deep breaths this week. Heard about that news. You had that conversation with your boss, with your partner, your friend. Listen to the news. When you went to that event, we got to take a whole lot of deep breaths. Transition time. Awakening time. Feel a pulse. Dance and make you feel good. Also makes you smile. Move that body. Take those deep breaths. Come on now. Sometimes the blues can get you down. But you got to take that deep breath. You got to hold your head high. Go deep down inside. Thank you for coming to dance with me today. 2/6/2019. Yeah. Thank you for coming to dance with me today and taking that deep breath. I'm going to put myself in the trance today because I need to be there. So all you that's tuned in and have been tuned into Inner Light Radio all day, we need to take some deep breaths. Because I need to be rejuvenated because I've been trying to get myself together since Monday. And I ain't got myself together yet about the news I done heard. It's like the possibilities and things like that. But one of our fellow individuals in the community that extends himself to help people and honest and open and forthright and forthcoming in his conversations with you, and just how the medical system and establishments and individual people that work in certain positions can just come in and try to do anything they want to do with somebody's life. And I know the feeling. I know firsthand because of how they tackled my life, but how I supported my mother in her healthcare journey, being the healthcare professional that I am. And not against anybody or anything or any system. I'm for self-care, conscious self-health care. We as human beings has the right to determine how we want to take care of ourselves, how we want to support our children, how we want to help our parents, anybody that we are assisting that gives us that permission, what we want to do. But sometimes as establishments just think they can control anything and everything and bring about whatever they want to bring about in somebody's lives. And we just got to sit back and Whew, take some deep, deep breaths as we move through this deceptive maze that's being put before us in this medical industry. Because I'm telling you, you got students that's in school right now and becoming doctors is ready to get the hell out of school. They done learned a whole lot since they got into school. They thought everything they was hearing and reading about through life was a lie until they got into medical school and found out that it wasn't. They have more issues of the doctors in medical school than they have of individuals outside of that industry. And you going through medical school, they in there taking all kinds of drugs to make it through and having all kinds of psychotic issues. Half of them going through so much, can't sleep, don't know what they're doing. They're just being brainwashed in that industry right there alone and don't know how to care for themselves, trying to be a doctor, wanting to help people, wanting to create things to make life a little bit better. But that's a field that's already been established by how they want to take care and do the human body. And we got to look out for that. That's why I promote conscious self-healthcare and making conscious self-healthcare moves. And I'm going to tell you something. The only way that you can really do that is to keep yourself out of that system. Don't even put yourself in that system at all. The only way that you should get into that system is you've been into a major accident, something like that. That's how you get caught up in that system. And then when things get right, you get out of that system and you can properly care for yourself. So how you doing, family? I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only conscious self-healthcare educator. My question to you is, how can I help you slay your healthcare fears? And thank you so much for tuning into the Conscious Self-Healthcare Conversation Radio Show. And again, I'm your host. And I'm just all over the place today. And I'm just going to be frank about it. My mind and my thoughts is everywhere with the news I done heard, with what's going on. And like I shared with y'all last week, my family, definitely on my niece's side, her family, they lost 2 brothers and a cousin. And now they're just beginning to go through that process of getting ready to bury them. And they done had the visual the other night, and so many people, because like I said, 3 individuals, young children, getting caught up in crossfires and shootings, and they got so much going on. And definitely here in Washington, D.C., because it's another place they're trying to take over, shift and change and bring about whatever they want here. So they create a lot of chaos for a lot of things to happen. And like I say, in the midst of chaos, truth comes out. A lot of things come out, and a lot of things are happening right now, more so than anything. But what we notice is a lot of young people leaving too early, violence going on, and through this medical system, a lot of things are going on where they want you to be and act and do a certain way and take a lot of things based on what they say. And they may not be in tune to what's best for you, because they got to be in tune to what's best for them, because that's their livelihood. And they have to play that game. They paid all that money, spent all that time to be in that field of medicine, But I'm going to tell you, if you look around and you read, again, like I say, a lot of people are determining that they don't want to be medical doctors. They got physicians for responsible medicine. A lot of doctors has been around for a long time, 30, 40, 50 years, tried to play the game, got out of the game, created a new thing, telling people how to use things naturally, holistically, to take care of themselves. What are these things called diseases? I've been here telling you for a long time, since I've been on Inner Light Radio, they're cellular malfunctions. Your body will create cellular malfunctions. How are you going to address them? What are you going to do to assist your body? That's what I say here on this show. Conscious self-healthcare moves. Mental observation view is essential for your success. But what are you viewing? What are you looking at? Where are your choices are? Who are you listening to? They will definitely get involved in your life. Even if you don't want them to be involved in your life, they will get involved in your life. You can tell them one thing and something happened a certain way, and they're going to put their 2 cents in and shift it all around and make things worse. Never better. Never better. That industry is running scared. Their money is being challenged all over the place. And they know it. And so they'll go after anybody at any time to always try to discredit the field of energetic medicine, quantum medicine, holistic medicine, whatever you want to call it. Anything that's not alternative, or anything that is alternative to Western medicine and how they practice things. And they want to keep things tight. But I'm going to tell you something, that wedge is already opened up, and they can do everything they want to do, but there are more and more people And you got all these documentaries that's out there. Lord, there's so many documentaries that I can do a 3-year program every Wednesday just showing documentaries, and every one of them will be new of the information that people are trying to share with you for you to become your own wellness doctor. But the best way to do it is not to be in that system at all whatsoever. Have no records on you whatsoever, no kind of way. And you can get through it, and a lot of parents can get through it too, with their children without ever even vaccinating them. I wonder if anybody out there seen that movie called Vaccination and what's going on with that right there alone by itself. One family just received $2 million in damages from vaccine court. What court is that? And guess who the court is? Guess who paid? You paid that money to them. The medical industry, the pharmaceutical industry, that conglomerate, they didn't pay that money. They took that money from you. What kind of crap is that? We got to wake up. We got to change things for real of how things supposed to be. And sometimes the best way to do it is just remove yourself from that system. What? Period. Because they'll mark you as psychotic or crazy or something's wrong with you because you don't follow their rules. You don't go along with them. Then that fake field of psychiatry come in trying to say something's wrong with you because you didn't follow what they wanted you to do. Doctors lying every day, giving people false reports about this, about that, the blood work just to make some money. Take you into surgery, had you remove organs like that helps your body. That helps your body. Your body's still functioning like that organ is still there, still doing its job. It doesn't know that it was taken out. Only you know that. And the ones that removed it. Your body is moving in the state that it's supposed to move in, doing its job all along, whether it's there or not. It doesn't know. Only you know. So you create that vibration, that vortex in your body. And yes, it seemed like I'm rambling on today because I just tell you, I really want to say things I can't even say. I have to catch myself. I'm going to tell you, I cussed so much this week that I made myself sick. I just been like, Lord help me. Lord help me make it through it. So much is going on, but it's all about a shift. It's all about a change. It's all about a vibration. And I'm glad that there's a lot of medical doctors that are beginning to speak up about their profession and how they ought to do things and about these drugs and these unnecessary surgeries. And I'm glad they're doing that. And the more and more people that do that, that unite and come together, and whether you want to call it energy medicine, holistic medicine, you want to call it Indian medicine, whatever you want to call it. Whatever we're naming it, whatever we're saying that is what it is. And it's all about you making conscious self-healthcare moves and understanding what it is you need to do for yourself and how the body works, and what's going on. And it's so easy to learn anatomy, physiology, and to look at what you're doing and how you're taking care of your body. And once again, I'm going to tell you, the majority of the people, again, they're dehydrated. They are dehydrated. A lot of my healing from this struggle, what's going on, and I was pretty much a water drinker. But like I say, when things come down, you focus on that. You can zap a lot of your energy, and that's zapping water, and it takes so much water. So to constantly rehydrate your body and keep your body rehydrated is awesome. And how do you know about if your body is truly hydrated enough? You know about the way you look, you know about the way you smell, you know about the way you urinate, and you know about the way you shit. When you look at the way you shit, you look at your urine, you look at how your body is acting, you know what's really going on within your own body and the things that you need to do to take care of yourself. Besides having a conscious state of relaxation and peace of mind. Because I'm telling you, I had to put myself there today. I had to put myself in a state of love. Because it's the power that brings my entire life together. It heals, renews, restores, and empowers me with divine energy and life. And Lord, I had to give myself some divine energy and life this week on several fronts. So I am love in action. And I am a master of positive self-expression. And so sometimes you have to express some other things and you come back around to love. You come back around to being givers and receivers of love. Laws of vibrational energy. And a lot of vibration is going on in the world today. A lot of good vibration is going on in the world today. And that's what we got to stay focused to and tuned to with ourselves and what's going on around the world, We live in a world where harmful substances are legal. And I'm talking about pharmaceuticals. Yes, I am. Yes, 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 I am. We live in a world where harmful substances are legal and healing plants are not. It's backwards. And why is it that way? Conglomerate. And they want their money. They want their money. You know, and then they want to take the natural substance of a plant that's been healing and making people well for so long, and then they want to come in and put their little twist on it and change it and put chemicals in it and revamp it. No, they can't do that. The same way they did the plants. They took them and learned from it and created pharmaceuticals and want to say that this is natural and it's for you and it's going to assist you. There is no safe drugs. There are no safe drugs on the market. And they know that, and they know what they do. And if you listen to the commercials now over time, and of course the United States, they're going to run their commercials on your television so you can see them, because they think they're going to brainwash you with the pretty pictures of people jumping and playing volleyball and kicking and cuddling up and hugging each other while they're telling you to take this drug. But they tell you, and if you listen to them, they say, if you are allergic, or to this pharmaceutical or the ingredients in it, of course you are allergic to it. They say that so they don't have to get caught up in any kind of case or anything against them. Then who is the court that goes against them but other doctors anyway? You know what I'm saying? We got to sit back and we have to think about things, and sometimes you just got to emancipate yourself from that system. And that's why I talk about emancipate yourself from medical mental slavery. And that's why I created that day, April 30th, so you can think about things and how you can for yourself. And like I say, the best way is to get out of that system, and they can't come after you. You know, when something comes down and something comes up. April. What month is April? Lymphatic Cellular Wellness Month. Conscious Self-Healthcare Month. The shift has happened. It's already there. And that's why they're going after so many people. You know, they want to bring about a healthy change in people's lives. And that's definitely what I want to do. And so, you know, I know when they come after you. You know, I know how they came after me with my mother and what I had to go through with that, and family, other people getting scared and believing what they said, and other medical and other alternative practitioners and physicians, and they get scared and they get called upon, and then they get weak, but they can talk all bold during other times. And then when you need them to speak up, they're scared. Like something is going on right now with a fellow practitioner healer in the community. People need to be speaking up. People need to be talking about it. People need to be saying something. If you're in a holistic field, if you're in an alternative field of medicine, you should be saying something. You should be supportive. You should be saying something and acknowledging, because you're talking to people. You're saying things. Your words can get twisted too. So we need to be speaking up and saying something. And standing together, united as one. I use common sense herbs. Have been using them since I've known about Baba Tim Monroe. I love the way he has his formulation. I love his conversation. I love his language. I have brought him to Washington, D.C. 3 times. And if I could take him everywhere with me, I would. He speaks the truth. He speaks from the heart, and he makes you be empowered to make your right decisions for yourself. The same thing I am doing. It's about you making the right decision for yourself and not believing in one-sided. There's always several sides to things. You have to make the best decision for yourself at all times. But you need to hear that information. You need people that's willing to stand up and say it and share it. We done gone from alternative to holistic to energetic. I've been in the energetic arena since I've really been in this field of supporting people, quantum health and healing. I came into that field 20 years ago. Been in this field for a long time. And I know how to do things. And that's why the medical system couldn't really get me trapped up in a lot of things, because of the way that I work with people and the things that I say to people. Become your own conscious self-healthcare educator. You all can do that and make those choices. And stop letting these doctors bully you. I had a friend that was in the hospital not too long ago. The doctor's going to sit there and bully you. You better take this and you better do that. If you don't do this, if you don't let us do that, this is going to happen to you. When you let them go in your body, that's when shit happens to you.
When they aren't necessarily talking about they going in there to check for something. That's when stuff happens to you. When they say take this drug temporarily and they got it set up so it's a time capsule release to keep on letting go within your body. Don't know how to leave out of your body because they got it sitting in there working. You got to understand how they formulating these pharmaceuticals now. These smart bomb pharmaceuticals that they have out here now. What's going on with them? And just stay away from them. Over the counter, prescription, however you want to call it. And like I say, I'm all over the place today because I am truly in a state of, Lord, help me, Father. Just help me. Help me keep moving on. Help me keep understanding. We need to stick together. In reflection of an incident, my heart is heavy this morning. There's this pain so deep inside that my emotion sees it as real. That is why I'm crying on the outside. My emotions won't lie still. My pressure is rising. My mind cannot keep still. The visions in mind cannot be real. Life tells me to keep it real and just be still. What appears to be true is not always real. Moved by what I say, not by what seems real, and life can do what it wills. To heal the heart and still the mind, be thankful that the universe can keep it real, is in control, and this life picture is not to fear. His presence of wisdom is always near. So release as you let go and recognize his truth. The reflection of an incident does not have to be real. If you look with a righteous heart by just being still, take time to consider what is truth and not real. My heart is heavy this morning. There's this pain so deep inside that my emotion sees it as real. That is why I'm crying on the outside. And I'm telling you, I'm crying. It's a cry because it's a cleansing cry. It's to help you move forward in peace and love and harmony and stand out that vibration that is touched by each individual that puts themselves in that vortex, in that field of understanding of quantum health and healing, to relax. And you can see, just like dropping that pebble in the pond and the ripples affect out. I'm sending out love and light to Baba Tim Morrow and his family, to the family of Common Sense Herbs. Oh, I'm sending breath of life, and that everything will balance and be all right. And that we will stand up as alternative, holistic, energetic practitioners and healers and sharers and speak up and speak out and speak the truth and keep saying it. Because that's how shifts and changes are made in the world. And it's coming fast. Like I just said, you got all these medical doctors that's stepping away from the rules and regulation of being a medical doctor. They become functional doctors, responsible physicians, and they're doing a lot of things, and they're actually coming over into the energetic and the holistic realm of things with all the new tools that's been out here. You know, like the tools that I work with. Like when you hear this commercial that you're getting ready to hear and some relaxing music, so I can sit back and I can take a deep breath from rambling on since I've been on the air right now, because I'm just so can't say what I want to say and how I want to say it. So I'm rambling on. But Brother Jamal, let's get ready to take a station break so I can take a moment and breathe. Oh.
Is it time for a new approach to your health care? Are you ready to leave the dark ages of disease care management and pharmaceuticals? If your answer is yes, get ready to relearn, rethink, and rewrite your personal healthcare prescription plan with Dr. K. She is a certified anthologist and Nest healthcare provider, sharing the new science of information as medicine and cellular ecology. Did you know that the field of epigenetics states that you are more than just your genes, and those genes do not control your biology? Yes, that's correct. Schedule a Skype, phone, or office visit with Dr. K and get on board the friendship train to healthcare freedom. 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. Visit us on the web for celllife.com. The number 4, the words cell, CELLLIFE.com.
That music is one of the tracks from Nest Health that deals with Nest Health wellness tools, quantum health and healing. It's one of the only companies out there that has a device that allows you to read your human body field. No one vibrates like you. No one has your human body field but you. And we're able to read that human body field with the Nest Health wellness tools. So I can work with you anywhere around the world. And through using a device connected to your computer, and you simply placing your hand on it, and we are able to read your human body field and give you several different points about what's going on in your body. And I'm telling you, this is one of the most accurate systems out there. Now, I use the system and I use pharmaceuticals, but for this journey of me healing from the stroke, I wanted to know the power of within, the power that's within me. And even though I have these tools, I use my states of consciousness and my knowingness to work with my body and shift the things that's going on in my body, because that's what we're talking about, the potential of you understanding perception and how you change the perception of things through your understanding, and that affects your cells and affects cell life. And sometimes, no matter what anybody offers you or does for you or you do, if your state of consciousness is to leave this planet, you're going to leave this planet no matter what is being given to you, because you are always in control of this human vessel, of your human body, and what's going on with it through your own states of consciousness. And yes, we can read different states of things and what's going on. Let me see, can I get his name right? I was just recently sharing with someone a video from Nassim. I can't think of his name right now. It may be to come to me before the show is over with. I'll get back to his name, but he has a video out that I know is on my website and on my YouTube channel for people to see, and how he's talking about the shift and change in medicine and healthcare, and how we come into consciousness being understanding in this field, and how we can read consciousness and we can read information fields and energy fields, and we can also affect those fields by the way we speak to ourselves and the things that we do for ourselves. And it's very important on time right now, and how we begin to look at these different things that's happening, that's going on within our time and this time right now. And okay, so yeah, next commercial. I would love to hear the commercial that talks about the Max Pulse system, so people can understand what I do with that system as well. But you know, we have to unite, and we have to stand united, and we can make a mighty shift when we stand together. And we know this through history. When we stand together and support and stick, and don't let any agent provocateurs come in or anybody come in to throw pebbles into what we're doing. When we stand united, we can make a shift, because there is no government without the people. The people is the government, and we are to make things shift and change for the betterment of us. We got to stop letting them rule things like they're the ruler of us. And we do need to shift our energy and support. And this whole thing about caring for the human body, the medical field, using drugs, unnecessary surgery, and things like that, people are looking at that. We have history that we can look back and we can see if it's 80 years, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, 100 years, and you go back and you read history and you put it all together, and then you got more time than that you can see the shifts and changes of what's going on. The whole medical industry has been has changed, as they say, been turned upside down. Totally about how to care. So all this false information is no longer being accepted. Parents are making better decisions. They even pull their kids out of school, because what is the school system all about anyway? That too. Be it higher education, middle education, or young education. It's coming all out of it. A lot of people not even thinking about going to college anymore. They're going straight into their careers, being motivated and innovative and creating all kinds of things. And it's just so open, So you got your supposedly top universities now. They have online classes, things they would never done before. So many ways to get what you need until it's just like, it's just out of this world. And basically, we just got to learn how to work together and support one another and not really be against each other. I had so many people in Washington, D.C. that's supposed to have been energetic practitioners, holistic practitioners, and stuff I've seen, the way they turned against me. Really, I was saying they turned against themselves and turned on themselves because they pretend to be something that they're not. And when they had the opportunity to speak up about something, they chose not to. So that means that you're phony and fake to what you say that you're doing in the world. But that's how you do yourself. But that's not how I do myself. And with people like that and things going on, I simply say team. They tell me TEAM means together everyone achieves more. But how can I achieve more when you won't see me as I see you? How can I assist you when you do not see me as you and I do not see you as me? Say God is all, I am all, you are all, and we are all together. You see, they tell me team, TEAM means together everyone achieves more. You see, the challenge for every person is to build a feeling of oneness, of dependence on one another. Because the question is usually not how well each person lives, but how well they live together. You see, family, community, and friends, listeners right now of Inner Light Radio, and those that will listen to the rebroadcast show, they tell me team means together everyone achieves more. The human body covering is but a picture. In our own mind, it is not the real view of what's in the inside. From this view, I can see you and me and you. God is all, both visible and invisible. I say one presence, one mind, one power is all. This one that is all is perfect life, perfect love, and perfect substance. And so are you. The source of my strength, my health, and my wealth, my knowledge and my wisdom and my understanding, my divine understanding, that inner wealth. I say simply team or people. TEAM means together everyone achieves more. But you see, I cannot achieve more when you do not value what I believe, when you do not value what I know, and I do not value what you believe, and I do not value what you know. All I say is respect for life. When you respect life, respect for me, and respect for you is all we need to succeed. They tell me team means together everyone achieves more. And I like to say that anyone that's in the holistic, alternative, energetic field of medicine, what is going on with Baba Tim Morrow, and not even through the death of a child or an adult or someone, you can get caught up in that too. We all need to be able to speak and say in truth and honesty without getting caught up in this medical bull crap. And we need more people to stand up and say and stand beside each other if you in this field and speak up and say what is right. Take a deep breath. Now, how was your breathing this week, family? Did you breathe through it all? Or did you get frustrated through it all? How did you do this week? And that you remember to sit back and not give your power to people, places, or things. Because the most revolutionary thing you can do in these times is stop being a pawn in someone else's game. Yeah, I said it. Stop being a pawn in someone else's game. Think for yourself. And most often, that is called living out of the box. And Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, she lives out of the box. And I'll speak up. And I'll say it. And I'll say it loud. And I'll say it very clearly. The same way I say it to them when they tried to accuse me of a lot of things with my mom. The person makes a decision, decide what they want to do with their health. That's their choice. It's nobody else's to get involved in it. That is their choice, and definitely if they put it in writing or they speak up and say what they want. A parent has a right to support their children with the best health care, best opportunities that they can give their child based on the information that they know and what they're doing. And it needs to be respected. The government is not always right, and very seldom that they are right. They always want to do something, get involved in somebody else's life. But the power is within. Don't you know that the power is within? We want to know what is going on inside of us so we can know what to let go. Instead of hiding our pain, we can release it totally by speaking up and speaking out. Do you understand the blocks that you have in your body? Do you understand the blocks that you have in your mind? Who are you giving your power to? What are you not taking the time to think about? What are you not taking time to work on? Every day, declare yourself what you want in your life. Every day, every moment of every day. Declare for yourself what you want in your life. Declare it as though you have it. Declare it as though you have it. That's how you have to think. It's prosperity. You want good health? You have to think good health. You have to be conscious of that health. When you expand your thinking and your knowingness, our love flows freely. And when we contract, we shut ourselves off. We got to be willing to take those deep breaths and breathe through it all and be in balance with ourselves and understanding what's going on. So I got my books here again, you know. Louise Hayes has been here with me. I got 2 of her books. I have my book, Stepping Up Out of the Dark Ages of Healthcare. These books have been around me and keep telling me to go to them and see what's going on and what is being said to us and how we should look at things. And I'm telling you, the power in the human body is that tree, that lymphatic system, and understanding cellular ecology, understanding FACE, F-A-C-E, understanding the acronym FACE. And when we come back from this commercial break, I'm going to share a little bit with you about cellular ecology, and I want to thank the vibrations of Inner Light Radio because I have calmed down some, and I've really been I just can't really tell you how I've been feeling since I heard the probable news about Barbara Tim Mara and what they're trying to do. Now his trial is underway, and I'm telling you, community, you have to be able to speak up if you're in this field. You have to say what is right. You can't sit back and not say nothing. You got to let it be known how you feel about it if you're true in this field of holistic and energetic medicine. Because that's the only way the change is going to come. When you see an injustice, you got to speak up. You know, you have to say something if you're working in that field. And you have to say what you really feel about it out loud. Let's take a commercial break, Brother Jamal. Thank you.
Greetings and love and kindness, family. This is Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self-Healthcare Educator, asking you the question, how would you like to determine what is going on with your cardiovascular system? Well, guess what? I offer you the opportunity to take the Max Pulse state-of-the-art cardiovascular screening test. right in the comfort of your home or at my location. You can connect with me 202-248-7749. That's 202-248-7749. You can also email me at Davis, Davis, Folks, Foulks, at gmail.com to schedule your state-of-the-art cardiovascular screening test. This year, more than 920,000 Americans will have a heart attack. Nearly half of them will occur without prior symptoms or warning signs. One half of the victims of sudden cardiac death are under the age of 65. Are you under the age of 65? How has your health been? Are you feeling well? Are you feeling great? Are you a vegan? Are you a vegetarian eater? Are you doing everything well? Are you exercising? Are you taking time to meditate? But do you know the state of your arteries? Connect with me. Taking a preventive approach to heart disease is one of the smartest things you can do to protect your health. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, the one and only Conscious Self Healthcare Educator. Live longer through early detection and understand how well your autonomic system is working. This test will tell you about the parasympathetic nervous system and the sympathetic nervous system, along with what is your stress level, how well are you really doing. You want to have this test. You want to contact me. I would love the opportunity to work with other holistic practitioners to help you allow your clients to receive the best information about the state of their bodies. Once again, connect with me. Heart to heart, healthy living.
Commercial, and did you hear what I had to say? Besides using the Nest Health Wellness Tools, which I can work with you around the world, doesn't matter where you are, just buy that device. But with the Max Pulse system, it's what those medical doctors use to put fear in you, to tell you that you have all kinds of health issues that you can't correct, that you need drugs or surgery. And if you don't do it, you're going to die. And if you don't listen to me, you're going to die. You're going to die. We are going to leave planet Earth, family. How are we living, though? We are going to leave planet Earth, family, but how are we living? Don't let doctors put fear in you. Don't let them scare you into doing something that you don't want to do. Don't let them do that. But that Max Pulse test, screening test, which I'm not supposed to have, they used to play a game in my life, had me buy this system, knowing that they wasn't supposed to sell it to me. And then when I got the system, just this year alone, I found out that it was connected to another location, that they was tapping into me by using those two systems. How did it get on that hardware? I don't know. But I do know it's there because, see, I've been in the computer field for a long time. Long time I've been in the computer field, and I always knew something was going on. But I'm here to tell you right now, family, community, a change has come. The time has come. I have these state-of-the-art tools, and I will work with any practitioner anywhere in the world that doesn't have these tools and want to bring me there. So a person can see what their body is saying to them, and they can make the decision. You don't have to give a diagnosis. You don't have to read it for them. They can read it for themselves. They can see for themselves, and they can make the best decision for themselves. You don't have to diagnose. You don't have to treat. You don't have to tell them. You point them in the right direction. You let them see what things are that they can use to help them assist their own being. But there's no tool out here. There is nothing out here greater than your own conscious state of being. You are the true vehicle through your state of consciousness that moves this human body around. And there's nothing out here greater than you. And most of these tools read your states of consciousness, what's going on with you, and how you are affecting the organs in your body. And I'm going to tell you, out of all the systems in your body, That lymphatic system, the purification system in the body, them lymphatic vessels have got to be working. When they clog up and they stop, you get what they call tumors. Everything gets into knots in your body because it's trying to protect your body from dumping all that stuff in the bloodstream. So it does that. The body is intelligent. The body is very intelligent. We have to get in line with its intelligence. No doctor, no holistic practitioner, nobody is greater than you reading your body and understanding what's going on with your body and what is best for your body. And a lot of times when you've done medication for a long time and you try to shift over to doing something natural and doing something correctly, your body is going to go through changes and shifts, and you have to be ready for them. And that including weight, going up and going down. As you move out the waste and fluid that's not supposed to be in the body. So there's a lot to it. And we need to sit down and we need to be aware of that. And we need to support each other. Our cells speak wisdom. The cells is always talking to you. Acknowledge the power, self-power, self-healing, self-care, self-respect, self-love, self-assurance. I tell you, when you put self in front of those words, it shifts and changes everything. The chronic disease epidemic is out of control. The chronic disease epidemic is out of control. There are no diseases. We create cellular malfunctions, and it's time to emancipate yourself from medical mental slavery. It's time to emancipate yourself from medical mental slavery. Get out of that system. Schedule me. Come talk to me. Practitioners, energetic practitioners. This tools cost a lot of money. And since they had me buy them, thinking I'm not going to use them, well, I know how to use them, and I'm going to use them, and I'm going to assist people, whoever come to me, to let them really see what's going on. And once you know, you'll know how to take care of yourself. Under the direction of Dr. Samuel C. West, the International Academy of Lymphology, that he found, it reveals the prime ecological variables to be. The prime ecological variables to be: assimilation, elimination, circulation, and filtration. Turn it around: filtration, assimilation, circulation, elimination is face. So whenever you're looking at your face, you got to ask your body, are you able to assimilate what you're putting in your body to make it work? Are you able to eliminate properly what needs to eliminate out your body? Is everything circulating the way it should be? And is that filtration system doing its job, the lymphatic system? I'm here to help you be able to look at yourself, talk to yourself, and determine how these things are working in your body. Yet in the case of every disease, each and every one of us, each and every one of those variables need to be acknowledged and resolved. Your body is an ecosystem. It is also a sponge matrix of various types of water compartments. Most of these compartments must be maintained precisely. All structures are biotransformational, and cells are constantly receiving instruction. Cells are constantly receiving instructions. There is also an electromagnetic terrain all throughout that negates decay and makes circulation possible. Every cell must receive groceries and waste management services, or they will suffer and die before their time. The lymphatic system to your body is like a filter on a fish tank for your fish. Every cell is constantly generating power for each and every part of the body to function properly. The same act generates the properties that make circulation possible. This research opens the mind wide open for a new paradigm of understanding in healthcare. It is also the science behind every healing art. We are living in the Pastorian medical age, surrounded by Pastorians, but the revolution is underway, one that will soon touch every aspect of our life. It began quietly and without fanfare nearly a century, 2 centuries ago, in the minds of a few keen observers who looked at the world through the eyes of imagination and saw something more, something utterly impossible and yet unquestionably true. What these men discovered is about to change the way you think, the way you live, and perhaps most importantly, the way you heal. This new world of quantum physics where the routine assumptions of everyday life no longer applies. You are living in the age of the greatest revolution in the history of mankind, the quantum revolution. And for me, it begins with the understanding of the basic formula by Dr. Samuel C. West. And it can be your beginning for opening up to the possibilities of new understanding of your personal health care reform. Let's look at the basic formula for loss of energy and death. TPP equals EXFL or EXNA plus equals a shift in energy equals what would happen? Triplasmin protein, excess fluid, and excess sodium, the lymphatic system job to purify the body. Family, community, and friends, it's time to wake up. It's time to stand up, and it's time to speak up. And when you hear something that's been unjustly done to somebody that's in this field of healthcare, you need to speak up and speak your truth if you're in this field, and if you in it correctly. Yes, I said it. I know. Who is she to say that? I don't have to speak up about anything. All I have to do is do what I do for myself in my practice. I don't have to say anything. Where if they come after somebody to speak the truth, you know damn well they'll come after you. So you need to speak up, and we need to stand and want to help this great shift come about. You are responsible for the care of your human body. Let's learn more about it and learn how to properly care for it. We do not create diseases. We create cellular malfunctions. Family, community, friends, keep breathing deeply. Support your lymphatic system in doing their job. When you got any kind of thing that's going on that's sluggish in your body, when you look at your waist and it sinks to the bottom of the toilet, when you look at your urine, when you look at what's going on with your body, your lymphatic system is sluggish and it's clogged up and it cannot purify the body. Whenever you look at nature, you look at that tree, think about that tree that's inside of you, that lymphatic system. And that's why you want to deep breathe. And you want to learn how to do that nasal breath, that chest breath, and open up and support your lymphatic system with the breath of life. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to listen to the music for the next 5 minutes as we close out the show, because I need this break, because that's where I've been at today. Barbara Tim Monroe, the family of Common Sense Herbs, you all in my prayers and my thoughts, and I'm sending out vibration for the best for everyone. Thank you for tuning in, family. Have a great week. And remember to take that deep breath.
Keep you on the edge. Where you need to be, all right? Come on. Let's go. Wish you luck.
Hi.
The X Factor.
I've been singing for a very long time, and I was very, very lucky. For someone that was caged for so long, freedom is such a blessing. You know, the tears that you see are not tears of sadness, they're tears of happiness, because I feel free. Love you. The past is in the past, and I shall not dwell on it anymore, because it gave me a chance to be who I am right now. So, you know, here I am now, singing my life out every day, just because I can.
Will you take me home? What are you going to sing for us?
I'm going to sing Redemption Song.
Well, sing your heart out, sweetie.
Thank you.
Merchant ships, minutes of the day to carry from the bottomless pit. But my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. Will forward in this generation triumphantly. To sing this song 'cause all I ever had, redemption song. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. No matter ourselves, get free of our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it, but we've got to fulfill the boy. Once you help to sing another song of freedom, 'cause all I ever had, redemption song.
Wake up. Yeah. Wonder what you tell me now. Wonder what you tell me now.
Wow, family, that was a great show. I want to thank you so very much for tuning in to the Conscious Self-Health Care Conversation Radio Show right here on NLI Radio. It was a pleasure having you tuning in. Now, you must tell a friend to tune in. And if you haven't called in and shared your wellness story, don't you think it's time that you help somebody with your wellness story? Call in, share your story, join the conversation. I'm Karen Khadijah Davis-Foulks, and I invite you to visit my website, ConsciousSelfCare.com. Or you can just go to the number 4, the word CELLLIFE.com. Leave me some information. I would love to talk with you. And once again, I look forward to you joining us next Wednesday right here on the Conscious Self-Health Care Radio Show. It's a conversation where we uplift each other, where we share our wellness stories so we can help someone move from disease care to conscious self-health care. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you next Wednesday.